Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tool Minute Tuesday. I'm your host, Hardscape Nate. On today's episode of Tool Minute Tuesday, we're going to change it up a little bit. Today, instead of talking about one specific tool, we're going to talk about 7 tools that I feel every hardscaper should have in his arsenal, on the trailer, ready to go, be it to help with efficiencies, to save on your labor's back and knees, and just help them be more efficient and be easier on their bodies so that the productivity stays the same at 8 o'clock in the morning all the way to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So let's start out with the smallest of all of them, and that's right here. This is your string line collar, and this guy right here will save you so much time when setting grades, running your string lines across when you're laying out the project to excavate, and it's going to go on your grade stake. And this is tool number 2, and I'm going to combine the two of them. A nice metal grade stake, a reusable. This is not a wood, not pounded in, not screwing into it, and it's only good for one use. This is a nice solid grade stake that now your collar can come down, tighten up the thread, and you can set it with your laser level or whatever you're using to get your grade heights. Run your string off in the notch in here, quickly be able to adjust up or down based on subgrade soil level, base level, bedding sand, and paving stones. Whatever you need to set that string level at. Simple, easy. It's going to save you a ton of time on every job. Tied together with grade stakes that you can continue to reuse. Put them in a 5-gallon pail, throw them in the back of the trailer, back of the truck, ready to go for the next job. These are number 1 and number 2 of those tools. We're going to follow that up with a hammer. And you're going to go, well, wait a minute, I can go out and I can buy a rubber mallet day in and day out at all the box stores, every hardware store, and that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to go buy a new one day in and day out because you continue to ruin the one you buy. The rubber breaks, it cracks, it falls apart, it leaves marks all over that nice step that you're installing, pillar, whatever the case may be. You're pounding, you're getting that set, and you're hitting with that rubber end, and it's leaving black marks everywhere. So get rid of it. Buy yourself a nice solid mallet. This one's got a nice rubber edge on this side, soft texture, with a hard rubber here on this side. Hit, strike, whatever texture material, it's not going to shed off. You need to buy yourself. This is a beautiful Simplex hammer. This is the Simplex 60. This tool, these hammers, whether you're putting retaining wall block in, a patio, a fire pit, have these hammers in your trailer. This is going to save you time and money. Moving on from that is we've done our bedding sand, and a lot of us just use a rake. We're going to go through, grab our steel rake. We're going to use the back side of it to pull our sand. We're going to use a shovel just to move it around. Get yourself a sand pull. This is going to be the most efficient tool you've ever seen. You can use this one end for pulling large amounts of material across an area, quickly spreading out that bedding sand to screed. Once you've laid your pipes and you've done your hand screeding with your board or your sand pull screed, one man, and you lift those guide poles out of your bedding sand, you've always got that track that you've got to backfill. Flip your sand pole over after you've filled those lines, and you can come across nice and gentle, screeding that out real quick with that reverse side of the sand pole. So basically a 2-in-1 on this tool. It's light, aluminum head, easy, nice long reach, If you don't have one of these, do yourself a favor, do your team a favor. This is part of the 7 essential tools you should have. Now, to my right, probably one of my most prized possessions, favorite tool is the pounder. And it has so many uses. You can put a chisel head in there if you need to finish breaking out along a foundation, a hard to reach area. But the pounder is essential. No matter what project you're doing, you're going to have some sort of a hard to reach corner that you can't get with your plate compactor or you can't get with your reversible, and you need to use a hand tamper. And the beauty about the pounder is that you're not having to lift the whole unit. You've got the weighted arm here that helps you get that compaction force that you need. And when you combine this with a full stroke up and down, you're going to get all the compaction you need in that corner. The head's nice and tight. You can get into those really hard to reach places and make sure you have full compaction. And if there's one thing that you've learned from watching my YouTube channels and Tool Minute Tuesdays, is that I am a stickler when it comes to compaction equipment. And this is a must-have no matter what type of projects you're working on. Small walkways, patios, 10,000 square foot driveway, there's going to be a spot that you need to be using the pounder on. So get yourself a pounder. Do yourself a favor. Don't get those callbacks due to poor compaction. Now, we've done our compaction. We've used our sand pull to finish moving our material around, get our bedding sand screeded out. How do we keep straight lines? And you're going, well, that's easy. Almost every paving stone has got a tab on it that you line up and it'll be straight. Well, it doesn't matter if you're using concrete paving stones, natural stone, clay paving. Keeping straight bond lines is key. And instead of having a 4-foot level and trying to reach across and make sure that you've got your joints lined up, get yourself a simple, this is a piece of cake. This is a chalk line. This is a large grade chalk line. And you can run this across your screeded area for your bedding sand. 2 guys run it across, snap a chalk line, and now you can lay those out every 6 to 10 feet and make sure that as you're laying, your bond lines are falling on that chalk line. You're not tripping over a string line that you have set up, getting tangled in it, moving it. That chalk line, this is just, when we started using this, it was a lifesaver. I wasn't tripping over it. The guys loved it. Easy to see the markings. Simple. Now that was the other thing. Moving large slabs. And here on this patio we have 24 by 36, we have 24 by 24s, and we have 12 by 24 units. So a very large scale slab, limestone paving, and it can get heavy, it can get awkward to move. Getting your hands down when you're trying to set the paving can be a challenge that you don't get them pinched. And that's why I love these one-man, one-hand lifters. So from the pallet to the job, down into the project, set, let go, pick up, and you're good to go. Set it down, grab it, move it over here, place it, and away you go. These are the 7 essential tools, among many others that you need for that job. These 7 are going to help make you more efficient, save your guys' energy, their backs, their knees, keep them happier, keeping them healthier. These tools are going to help your bottom line and make you a top-tier company. If you have questions about any of these, hit the comments down below. If you liked this video, please hit that like button, the thumbs up, and that subscribe button to be notified of more Tool Minute Tuesdays and Hardscape Nate's Contractor Corner videos. Thanks again, and enjoy your week.